traders, this is Rich with Breathingwiththemarkets.com. Today is January 26th, 2026. Let's go ahead and get into a discussion and you can decide for yourself. But whatever decisions you make, you own it. However you feel, you own it. However you think, you own it. Whatever actions you take, you own it. And everything that you do in life, you own it. If you don't have any supportive evidence, objective evidence on the things that you do or the reasons you did something, you own it. Because there's someone born each and every day that is smarter than us, better than us, faster than us, stronger than us, and understands that learning comes from knowledge. You must have the knowledge first. Then you must be able to apply that knowledge. Let's look at the difference between subjective and objective. And I'm not going to continue to harp on this because I don't care. I know what it takes to be successful in the market, okay? Trading is like a professional sport. You must treat it as such. Get your opinions out of it because that's not going to work. Let's get it.
Subjectivity versus subjectivity philosophy. The distinction between subjectivity and objectivity is a fundamental concept in philosophy, particularly in epistemology and metaphysics. Subjectivity refers to claims that are true only from the viewpoint of a sentient being, while objectivity refers to claims that are true independently of any minds. For example, the statement 2 + 2 = 4 is considered an objective statement of mathematics, whereas the statement the weather is too hot is subjective, depending on the individual's perception. This distinction is often related to discussions of consciousness, agency, personhood, philosophy of mind, philosophy of language, reality, truth, and communication. The roots of the words subject and object come from the philosophical terms meaning an observer and a thing being observed, respectively.
So let's talk about this. 2 + 2 = 4. Will that ever change? Can you see it? 2 + 2 = 4, right? It's considered objective, right? It's math, right? Remember, she talked about the weather. That is a matter of opinion, right? You have 10 people walk outside. Some people say, man, it's a nice day today. Another person says it's a little hot out here. And other people say it's not hot enough. How can that be consistent? With all of those opinions involved, how can that be consistent? When you have an algorithm inside the market and you have inconsistent views about the market, how can you be successful at that? If your opinion keeps changing, where yesterday was not as hot as the day before, but yet the day before you had a different opinion that doesn't match mathematically, right? So if you had 80 degrees on one day and 70 degrees on the other day, and when it was 70, you said it's too hot. And the day that it was 80, you said, man, this is a nice day today. And someone else said, it's hot today. And you, not knowing the temperature, said, oh, I think it's great. Well, wait a minute. You thought it was hot at 70, but when it was 80, you thought it was nice. That's the problem that people have in trading. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You cannot put your own opinions and a hunch, I wish I could, I think, my intuition, throw that out the window. Trading must be robotic and you must have a skill. You must see something. If you don't see it, it doesn't exist. If you don't see it, you can't think you do. If you don't see it, don't pretend. Don't try to call out which direction the market's going, and then when it goes, you say, see, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Not based on evidence or facts in the market, right? You can call out things. Just did a video the other day over the weekend. We had a 6.5-hour group session. And then some at the end decided to stay a little longer and give a video and basically record a video for the community. So when you have objectivity in the market, it's right there in front of you. You cannot dispute it. You cannot dispute something that is objective in the market. One trader said he likes to wait till the candle closure. Well, yeah, great idea. The reason being is because you don't know what it's doing. You must leverage along with your skill. So your skill and leverage must equal each other, right? You can't over leverage with a mediocre skill, and you can't under leverage with an advanced skill, right? They have to match. It's not one shoe fits all. It must match, right? So as your skill grows, you need to bump up your leverage. But don't just say I use 5 micros, 10 micros, 3 minis, 10 minis in the market just to prove to yourself that you can do it one time. Can you do it consistently? Can you trade individual accounts like I do? And I'm not comparing myself to you. I compare myself to myself. But I'm making the fucking video, right? I'm making the video. So can you say, hey, I'm going to trade all these accounts individually. I understand the risk because trading the accounts individually is hard in general, right? It takes time. On a 1-minute time frame, individually, 10 accounts, 10 profitable accounts, 97% hit rate during the NASDAQ open, right? Is it easy? For you to decide. Can you do it? Can you do it consistently? Right? Not a one and done, not a YOLO trader and then all of a sudden they're on a leaderboard, right? Can you do it consistently? Can they speak the language? Can they speak the algo language? 99.999% cannot speak the algo language. I didn't write the fucking algo. I understand what the market's doing, okay? I'm not a trend line fucking trader. I'm not a liquidity trader. I'm not a fair value gap trader. I'm not a high and low trader. I understand and teach the market. I understand and teach the market. I understand when the market's breathing in and out, right? In a contraction and expansion phase in the market. I understand that. How do I understand it? Because I can see it. I can teach it. I can preach it. I can prove it. I can go back in history on any pair, anywhere. And all of the mentees can see for themselves. I don't have to convince them because I'm showing them. And if they don't believe what they see, that's not my problem. If they want to second guess on what they're seeing, that is not my problem. Because seeing is believing, and if you keep seeing it over and over and over again, and you still don't want to believe, that's a personal problem, right? It does take a skill. It takes a skill to identify someone you know in a crowd. You have them in your brain. You visually scope, right? Left to right, and you immediately find them. Or it might take you a while to find them. But if you know what you're looking for, you wait. You don't give up. You have patience. And you keep looking for the thing that you want to tell you and confirm that you are right where you need to be. And then without hesitation, you take that trade because you have a set of facts behind your decision making, not your intuition. Who gives a shit how you feel? Who gives a shit what you think? Who gives a shit what worked yesterday without a set of facts? Because that is not consistent. Remember that.
The difference between subjectivity and objectivity lies in their basis of evaluation. Objectivity refers to an unbiased and impartial approach where conclusions are drawn from facts and evidence. Subjectivity, on the other hand, is based on personal feelings, opinions, and experiences, making it inherently biased. In essence, objective statements can be verified and proven true, while subjective statements are influenced by individual perspectives and cannot be universally validated. Thus, objectivity is outward-focused and relies on observable data, whereas subjectivity is self-centered and rooted in personal interpretation.
Objectivity, unbiased, impartial approach, and basically drawn from a set of facts or evidence. A set of facts or evidence. Think about that, trader. A set of facts or evidence, the end result of something. And if you're taught how to identify evidence and a set of facts in the market, where the market ends is where a trader's life begins. Again, where the market ends is where a trader's life begins. Based on a set of facts, and where the market ends is where a trader's life begins. That's where we execute without hesitation. When the market ends, based on a set of facts, when the market stops breathing, based on a set of facts, is where a trader's life begins. That's where the highest probability trade becomes, right? And you repeat that. So if you continue to repeat that over and over and over again, and you can go back in history and look at it over and over and over again, well, where do you need to start? You need to take the trades where the market ends, based on a set of facts. Objective facts in the market. Not when you're ready, not when you're impatient. Nothing has to do with subjectivity in the market. Not a hunch, not an intuition, because your intuition does not decide where the market ends. A set of facts decide where the market ends. Not you, not me. It's that simple. And if you don't know what the set of facts are, and you don't know how to put the set of facts together, then you don't have that mechanical setup, do you? You don't have that objective trading methodology, do you? That's where the herd is 99% not profitable. It's because they're told it's intuition. It's a hunch. You're just going to feel it. What you're going to feel is your bank account's going to hit zero. What you're going to feel is you're going to have something inside that you're really pissed off at the person that taught you how to gamble. That's what you're going to feel. There's no one else to blame but those who taught you how to gamble, and for you, not understanding you were gambling, right? You have a choice on who you follow. Let's get it. Subjectivity, based on personal feelings, opinions, and experiences, make it inherently biased. Inherently biased. You mean to tell me you want to trade on a bias in the market? You mean to tell me you want to trade on a bias in the market? You want to trade on what you think is going to happen in the market? That's what 99% of the traders do. Subjectivity. is based on your feelings. You're biased. Oh, please don't. Oh, I'll only quit. Just like the other trader said on the video. Just get me back to break even. I swear I'll tap out. I'll just tap out now. I can't tap out now because I'm losing my ass and I wish and hope and pray it comes back. And your account's blown up. You wished, you prayed, you hoped. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Should have taken it in profit. But you didn't have much profit to take because you were greedy and you wanted more. And then when it went in the red, your account was dead. By 1,000 cuts, you're going to continue to lose over and over and over and over again. Yes, you're going to continue to lose over and over and over and over again because you don't care where you're at in the market. You don't care about objective facts in the market. You don't care about evidence in the market that repeats itself. All you care about is socializing. You care about following the gurus with the big cars, the eye candy, the watches, the boats, the trips, the dollars that they show you, the fake accounts that they show you, the fake profits that they show you. And they tell you that they actually know how to trade. But not one of them ever told you that they actually had a skill in the market. You know why? Because it takes a skill to actually trade the market. And if you say that you have a skill in the market, then you should be able to teach that, right? It's not like these videos where you see, like on Riz, Words of Wisdom, and he had a trader on there. When Iman did this fraud video on Words of Wisdom, and it's for you to decide. Disclaimer, I'm not accusing him of fraud. But he had a trader on there, right? And the trader says, oh, yeah, my strategy was working perfect. And then all of a sudden I had all of these people come and wanted me to teach them. And in summary, and then all of a sudden, God, the man above, came down and my strategy was gone. I didn't know. And it was like a sign from God that said, oh, hey, we don't want you to tell this strategy. And he just made it disappear. And I couldn't trade. I no longer had my strategy because of the man above. What the fuck? And you follow these people. And they actually interview these fucktards as if they're good traders. They're not good traders. They're all sleeping with each other. Right? Hey, what are you gonna do for me? Oh yeah, I'll interview you. Oh yeah, how much is it gonna take? Oh yeah, no problem. What goes on behind the back? What goes on in the back? Do you believe that stuff? Seriously, think about it. Think about what I'm saying. Go sit there and everything you do in life and tell me it's all about your intuition. You're not the fucking smartest man or woman around. Period. Everything you learned in life was intuition? What about if you were self-made? It's just intuition? I don't know anybody that opened up a business and didn't go through a downturn. Right? It costs money, it's an investment. Right? And you're not gonna be profitable from day one. Right? And you're gonna take a risk. Right? And as you continue to learn about your business, you're going to continue to tweak things, correct? But you're not going to tweak them because you think you need to tweak them. You're going to tweak them because you're going to look at your profit and loss statement saying, what's going on? I'm doing something really, really wrong. Raising prices is not going to help. How about the quality of the work? How about not getting yourself caught up in the greed, right? Because it only takes one bad job, right? You can do 1,000 jobs. It takes one bad job, one bad day. Same with trading. But if you don't have a skill and you don't have the mindset to understand that, hey, maybe I need to reach out. What do you do in this situation? Oh, I've tried that, it doesn't work. This is what works. Here's a set of facts. This is exactly what I do and what I've been doing. And it changed my life. Based on a set of facts, based on proven data. And you want to use your intuition? You want to use your hunch? You want to use how many years you've been in the market? It doesn't matter how many years you've been in the market. What matters is how fast can you learn that skill? Can you learn that skill and be consistent? Can you get your intuition and your mind and your own bias out of your head when you go to trade the market? Because that's what you need. Psychology. Fear of missing out in psychology comes from a lack of knowledge in the market. If you want to be some philosophical person and think that you have this philosophical view about why the market moves, forget about it. I'm here to tell you. If you have a high hit rate like I do, and what is my all-time record high hit rate? I don't give a shit because I don't care and I don't know. But I took a demo account to $1.1 billion with 304 trades, 100% hit rate. Was that my goal? No, it wasn't my goal. I traded today and had a 97% hit rate. Was that my goal? No, that wasn't my goal. And did I actually have 100% green on all the 10 accounts? Yes. Traded individually? Yes. 700 and something trades? Yes. It's not bragging. I'm telling you it's a skill. And if you can't see that and you think something's going on, that's your fucking problem. Because when you realize that, hey, this guy's talking about a skill. Who can teach you that skill? I can teach you that skill. Can your guru teach you that skill? I don't know. The person you're following teach you that skill? No. I know what I'm teaching. They don't know what I'm teaching, and they couldn't teach you because they can't do it themselves. You see? That's the power of a skill. So if you want to hang out with the best, right, you got to join them, right? And you got to be your own best, because I'm my own best. I am against the market. The beast has more money than me. And when you learn that the beast has more money than you, you're going to straighten up and say, hey, I need a skill. This mofo's badass. This beast, he doesn't care who you are, how much money you got. This thing's moving. And when it moves, it's going to run you over. If you're not trading on the right side of the market and understanding what the right side of the market is, and you're not trading with objective facts of the market, it's going to run your ass over. It doesn't matter what you think. It will run you over. Let's get it.
Subjective words are based on personal opinions and feelings, while objective words are grounded in facts and verifiable evidence. Definitions. Subjective. This term refers to perspectives that are influenced by personal feelings, opinions, or experiences. Subjective statements are often open to interpretation and can vary from person to person. For example, saying the movie was fantastic reflects a personal opinion and is subjective. Objective. In contrast, objective words are based on factual information that is not influenced by personal feelings or opinions. Objective statements can be verified and are universally accepted as true. For instance, stating the movie is 120 minutes long is an objective fact.
So how can we dispute that as trader? Based on your own opinion. You choose who you want to follow. You choose on how you want to trade. That's a fact. Subjective. Influenced by personal feelings, opinions, or experiences. Your experience is not facts. That's just your experience on how you felt about the situation, right? Subjective statements are often open to interpretation. It's going to change from person to person and will vary from person to person. So just because you believe in something, someone else is going to read that same book and figure out that that's not what the author was trying to say. That's not what the market was trying to do, right? The market does X, Y, and Z. No, it doesn't. It does A, B, and C. No, it doesn't. It does E, F, and G. That is subjective, right? Objective is actual evidence. It's factual. It's facts. I'm not a gray person. It's right or wrong. It's facts, right? Is this car red? Now there's colors of red, right? So if you want to get into the shades of red and all this fancy names, it's either red. Okay, how about black? Well, it's not black enough. Well, it's more gray than black, right? I mean, those people are not going to do well in trading, right? But when I show you evidence in the market, and you don't wait for the evidence in the market because you have a hunch, you have an intuition and everything else, and you don't understand there's a set of facts that need to be followed based on the facts, how are you going to have a high hit rate, right? That's why I require them and the mentees to show me their trades, right? That's why I ask them to show me their trades. It's called accountability. What did you see? When did you get in the market? Show me, right? And you know what? They're not going to fool anybody. And if they don't show someone their trades, that's okay. That's okay. They're going to grow at their own pace, right? But anyone besides the mentees, for example, I don't want to talk about the mentees. They're all great. They're all great. I'm not biased about that. They are all great. And they're all learning the skill. I'm not biased about that. It's a fact. It's a fact, right? I taught them how to look at the market. And I taught them objective evidence in the market. And it's not on YouTube, right? I taught them my skill based on facts. Right? I even have things in there that help them, that actually help them stay in the saddle. So when they're alone, trading alone against the beast, that there are other things in the market that show them that they're in the right place at the right time. But it's based on a set of facts, right? It's based on a set of facts. I trade a naked chart. I don't have to have candles on there. I can have a line chart, HA chart, whatever, it doesn't matter. Call it whatever you want to call it, okay? I can look at a chart and trade it. It's simple. And it's only simple because I have a skill. Am I going to have this psychological problem because I've never hit a ball off this pitcher? Come on, right? It's the same thing. A fastball is a fastball. It's going to come in a little bit smoother. It's going to come in with different seams. How they throw the ball might be a little squirrely depending on the release point. It's all the same though, right? It's hand-eye coordination. So objective is not influenced by personal feelings or opinions, right? Objective statements can be verified, universally accepted as true, right? If the movie's 120 minutes long, it's 120 minutes long. If you're trading on a 1 minute chart, you're trading on a 1 minute chart. If you're going up to a higher time frame for a top-down analysis, that's not what I teach. That's not what I teach. I teach traders how to trade the 1 minute time frame, stay in the saddle, understand the market, right? When you start to add and you start to do things and live outside that comfort zone, you better be careful, right? Because let me tell you, for example, a 10-minute chart or 5-minute chart, it's not a 1 minute chart. If I'm going to go anywhere, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down to the seconds. Why? Because I'm going to see the market sooner, right? right? I don't go up to see the market sooner. I go down to see the market sooner, right? So you want to know when it's go time, right? Whether they use the gun for the start, on your mark, get set, then you hear that sound, and that sound is delayed, right? Think about it. So where do you want to be with your trading? Do you want to trade objectively in the market, or do you want to trade on a hunch and subjectivity? Because 99% of the people and traders will tell you that it's intuition and you're just going to learn it. I'm here to tell you bullshit. And come to breathingwiththemarkets.com and I will teach you one-on-one. I will show you a skill and you can obtain that skill and have it for life. It's beneficial for you, not me. You're the ones going to learn the skill. You decide. Take care. Have a great day. Peace, traders.